Hi everyone, I'm Aiden and welcome to another lifting program review. In this video, I'm going to be covering the bare bones version of Jim Wendler's 531. Check out the link in the description to learn more about it, and leave a comment down below if you have any program that you want me to review. 531 is one of the most popular programs for intermediate lifters that are focusing on their strength. It is a great place to start learning about strength programming because the training philosophy applies to many other programs. Many people have seen great results from this program, and there are even other programs, like Enson's, that are built on the foundations of 531. So I want to talk about why I recommend this for intermediate lifters that want to focus on building strength. Let's start with an overview of the program first, and then I'll dive into each workout. The base program is 3 or 4 days per week, and each workout is centered around either the squat, bench press, deadlift, and optionally, the overhead press. The program uses percentages of your 1 rep training max, which starts off at 90% of your true 1 rep max. The most important aspect of this program is how it alters volume and intensity over the 4 weeks. You begin each cycle with lighter weights and higher volume, and over the next few weeks, increase the intensity while lowering the volume. Then you take a deload week to ensure you are recovered and start the cycle again with an increased training max. For assistance work, there are a few variations of 531, like boring but big and the triumvirate, but you can also program your own accessory exercises. You can even combine 531 with splits like upper-lower or push-pull legs for good strength and size gains. Alright, now let's hop into the workouts. You can decide what day to perform each main lift on, but to avoid recovery issues due to overlapping muscles, I recommend separating the overhead press from the bench press and the deadlift from squats. An example would be to overhead press on day 1, deadlift on day 2, bench press on day 3, and squat on day 4. In week 1, you have 3 sets of 5 reps. The first set is going to be at 65% of your 1 rep max, the second set is going to be at 75%, and the third set is going to be at 85% for as many reps as possible. In week 2, you have 3 sets of 3, and the intensity of each set is increased by 5% compared to last week. So the first set is at 70%, the second set is at 80%, and the third set is at 90% for as many reps as possible. In week 3, you have a set of 5 reps at 75%, a set of 3 reps at 85%, and a set of as many reps as possible at 95%. Then in week 4, you deload and recover. You have 3 sets of 5 reps. The first set is at 40%, the second set is at 50%, and the third set is at 60%. This lets you practice the movement pattern without adding any fatigue. After week 4, you add 5 pounds to your upper body maxes and 10 pounds to your lower body maxes, and then you restart the cycle. Now that we have the program out of the way, I want to talk about the exercise selection. The exercise selection revolves around improving strength on the squat, deadlift, bench press, and overhead press. It includes all the powerlifting movements and is great if you are looking to compete. These lifts also make up the core of most lifting programs, so improving your strength with 531 will have great carryover. One downside of this programming is that you are completely missing some muscle groups. For example, without adding exercises to this program, you'll completely neglect your biceps and upper back muscles. This is easily fixed with intelligent choices for assistance exercises, or you could even add extra days to focus on your strength on pull-ups or barbell rows. The assistance exercises are completely up to you. If you're having trouble picking accessory exercises, explore the 531 variations. My favorite is boring but big because it focuses on hypertrophy. Again, you can even combine 531 with splits like upper-lower or push-pull legs for a good mix of size and strength gains. Overall, I think the exercise selection is great for the goal of the program, which is improve strength on the main lifts. The next thing I want to talk about is the volume. The volume is low, even compared to beginner strength programs. The most volume you get in this program is actually in week 1, with 3 sets of 5 reps at a moderate intensity. In the following weeks, you actually decrease the volume to compensate for the increase in intensity, and then you also take a deload week. Since this is a program targeted towards intermediates, you won't be building a lot of muscle, but you will at least be increasing your strength. If you want volume for hypertrophy, you will have to add it in your accessory exercises. But since the volume is so low, there's plenty of room for all of your assistance work. Another feature of this program that I want to talk about is its frequency. From a strength perspective, you only perform each main lift once per week, which is not a lot. I think practicing the movement pattern twice per week is better, and you could easily increase frequency by adding hypertrophy work for the main lifts, like 5 sets of 10 on the bench press after the 5-3-1 work on the overhead press. From a hypertrophy perspective, it depends on how you structure your accessories. I suggest hitting each muscle group twice per week. For example, you can follow an upper-lower split and do upper body assistance work on your bench press and overhead press days, and leg work on your deadlift and squat days. Working each muscle group twice per week maximizes muscle protein synthesis. Finally, I want to talk about how to progress from cycle to cycle. Every 4 weeks, you increase your upper body 1 rep maxes by 5 pounds, and your lower body 1 rep maxes by 10 pounds. This is great for people who still want to gain strength, but can no longer add weight to the bar every session. I think that most intermediate lifters can make a ton of progress with this system for a long time, and I highly recommend implementing something similar in your main lifts, even if you are running a hypertrophy-focused program like push-pull legs or full. Overall, I think 5-3-1 is a great program for intermediate lifters that want to focus on their strength in the squat, bench, overhead press, and deadlift. The bare bones program is okay for strength gains, but I think running a variation or including your own assistance work can make this one of the best strength programs out there. One improvement for strength gains is increasing your main lift frequency to twice per week through assistance work. I like the progression system a lot, and I think it is amazing for intermediate lifters. If you are more interested in hypertrophy training, I still think you should use 5-3-1 for your main lifts and program in assistance work to train all your muscles at least twice per week. I like 5-3-1 with accessories better than NSUNS because I think NSUNS has way too much volume and submaximal work. If you are an intermediate lifter that is trying to increase their powerlifting total, then 5-3-1 is an amazing program for you. That wraps up my review of Jim Wendler's 5-3-1. If you have any program that you would like me to review, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing.